Well, it is the goal of the United States, South Korea, Japan to, as soon as possible and on the right terms, to begin talks with North Korea to reduce tensions and to halt and eventually reverse North Korea's steady and worrying progress with respect to ballistic missiles and nuclear weapons development. But it's clear that North Korea is trying to show its determination to respond to the US-ROK military exercises, which just ended a couple of days ago. I think this recent test of a Hwasong-12 intermediate-range missile over Japan, which made it very provocative, is perhaps a prelude for the kind of testing that the North Koreans alluded to, actually were very explicit about a couple of weeks ago, a Hwasong-14 long-range test, or Hwasong-12 around Guam in response to the B-1 flights that are coming from Andersen Air Force Base. So the North Koreans are trying to say, in pretty clear terms, we want to see an adjustment of the U.S. military posture, and perhaps we will engage in talks, but we're not going to back down until we see some sort of demonstrable change in U.S. behavior.
Daryl, it's Oriel here in Singapore. Great to have you with us on the program. It's unlikely, is it not, that the U.S. military posture, as you refer to it, is actually going to change?
Well, I think you're right. The United States has a responsibility to demonstrate to South Korea and Japan that our defense commitments remain ironclad. But I think there are ways in which the United States military can adjust some of its exercises and its operations in the region to be less offensive in nature. But they should only do this if the North Koreans are willing to take a very important necessary step, which is to halt further ballistic missile and perhaps more nuclear tests. So each side is waiting for the other to make a move. And I think it's going to be very important right now for there to be some behind-the-scenes talks about talks. There have been back-channel discussions between North Korea and the U.S., but that has not yet apparently made sufficient progress to ease the still tense situation.